Hello and welcome to Informatica Cloud How to Use series. My name is Ganesh. I'm a curriculum developer at Informatica. In this video, I'll show a demo on how to create an unconnected lookup. After completing this session, you'll be able to create unconnected lookup and use unconnected lookup in a mapping. Unconnected lookups returns a single value. Such lookups being unconnected can be used multiple times in a mapping. Hence, they are highly reusable. This video helps you to create unconnected lookup. Source is an extract of individual holdings data, such as number of units of stock and ETF an individual holds. We will look up for previous close price of the ticker and calculate net worth of individuals. We'll use an unconnected lookup, one for each stock and ETF, to get the previous close price information. Let's move on to Mapping Designer and create a mapping. Provide a meaningful name and description to the mapping. Once you are done, say OK. This takes you to the canvas where you can design your mapping by dragging the shapes from the palette to the canvas. Let's drag a source, an expression, and a target. Let's join the source, expression, and the target. Let's configure the source. Provide a meaningful name to the source. Select a flat file connection. Select the investment option text file as a source. Let's edit the metadata. Change the data type of number of units column to number. Coming to the target, let's configure the target properties. Select the flat file connection. Under the directory, select the file totalvalue.txt. You can see the target fields displayed, which is nothing but full name and account value. Let's provide a meaningful name to the target. Coming to the lookup, let's provide a meaningful name for the lookup. Scroll down and check the option called Unconnected Lookup. By checking this, you will get a prompt which says that this will remove all the incoming fields and any connections with any other transformation. Confirm. Let's come back again on the lookup. On the incoming field tab, let's define a new field, I_ticker. On the lookup object, let's select a flat file connection. For doing the lookup, select stockticker.txt, which is nothing but the lookup file. On the lookup condition tab, let's provide a lookup condition. Let's select ticker as the lookup field and I_ticker as the incoming field for the lookup. On the return field tab, let's edit the metadata for the column previous close. Let's convert it to a number. And check the radio button return. This means that only previous close would be returned from the lookup. Unconnected lookups only return a single port or a column. Let's save and continue. Let's configure the second lookup. Provide a meaningful name. On the incoming, before we go to the incoming field, let's just select that option Unconnected Lookup. On the incoming field tab, let's define an incoming field. Let's name the field as I_ticker. Let's select a flat file connection to look up for the file. Select etfticker.txt file as the lookup file. On the lookup condition, let's define a similar lookup condition as we did before. Select ticker as the lookup field and I_ticker as the incoming field. Let's edit the metadata for previous close. Let's convert it to a number. Once you have configured the lookup, let's come back to the expression. Provide a meaningful name to the expression. On the expression tab, let's create a new variable field. Name the field as v_previous close. Select the data type as decimal with a scale 2. Let's configure the expression. Let's write a decode expression. Select security type from the fields tab and say equal to stock followed by a comma. On the functions tab under the lookup, let's select the lookup we have created for stock ticker. Replace the parameter I_ticker with just ticker followed by a comma. Go back to the Fields tab and again select the security type. This time say it is equal to ETF followed by a comma. Let's again go back to the function tab and select the lookup that we have created for ETF ticker. Let's replace the parameter I_ticker with ticker followed by a comma. Let's provide a default value as 0. Say OK. Let's create an output field. Let's name the output field as total value. Let's change the data type to decimal with a scale 2. Say OK. Let's configure the expression. Total value is nothing but the product of the previous close date value with the number of units and individual holds. This gives the sum total of holdings for any individual. On the Field Mappings tab for the target, let's map the total value to account value and full name to full name. Let's save and validate the mapping. As the message says the mapping seems to be invalid, let's go to the extreme right and click the validate button. We can see there are two errors, one in expression and the other one is in the lookup. Let's take a look at the lookup error. It says there are no return port types. Let's come back to the second lookup and select the previous close as the return port type. Let's save and validate the mapping once again. This time the mapping was saved successfully. Let's save and run the mapping. This takes you to the MCT wizard where you need to select the secure agent and run the mapping. While the mapping is running, you can refresh the status under Activity Monitor. Once the mapping has been completed successfully, you can see that under Activity Log. As you can see, mapping has completed successfully with 5 success rows. Let's go to the target file. You can see the target file has been created with individual's name and the total value of the holdings that they have. Thanks for watching.